know about it. Right. Okay. Hello. Hi, guys. Welcome, everyone. Another day, learn something new. This is completely a different stuff. Not different. It's just the parts of things that I'm actually doing. Actually, when is the last one I have here? I've been neglecting this for my parts of things. I actually been stopping this. I didn't actually know this month forecast. When is it that I actually did that? Yeah, the last one. Is it being that long that I actually do that? I don't think so. I forget the last one. Which one that I did? Yeah, last one. I think last one I didn't upload in my Telegram. Did I not upload it? I'm okay. Actually, I can find it in another way. It's okay. Anybody have any questions? Please ask. While I'm digging my stuff, I'm trying to change the things. I just finished attending one class. Okay. And any questions coming out of you? The last one, what did I talk in the last one? It's gone, yeah. What did I actually talk in the last one? Sing metal. Yeah, this one we have to talk about Ren Water. Ren Water. Yeah. Okay, I didn't even look into the chat. So while waiting for others, this is the reason. How is everyone doing? Let me look into the chat. Let me spotlight myself. The West is very good. I just did West. I never did that. Last Tiger Day. Today is a Tiger Day. Okay. I didn't do the free party reading too. I've been slacking off. That's why I was trying to bombard in a current hour, current day. Okay. Yesterday or today is a Tiger Day. Okay. No free party reading. Yeah. Agosi was saying that to West is very good. You just did. It is not from me, right? I didn't say any West, right? Okay, it is not from me. Yeah. So how are you guys? Any questions? Please ask. If no, let's start. Wow, it's Augustine, its own. Very good. Anybody, any questions to ask about your parcel and stuff like that? Anybody? Everybody turning to be free, nothing to do. Just open up your, how to say, just open up your Zoom and you're actually able to see me, listen, but not actually doing anything. No questions? Tonight going to do the things. Tonight is going to do a lot of the month forecast, maybe around 10 something. My free time, like this is actually my free time. Okay. Katarina was actually saying how to counter too much water in chart. How to counter too much water in chart. I think the best practice in all metaphysics tools, if you need to understand the playground and the technique of using all these elements. So you actually have what we so-called the base way to actually use the what we so-called element interactions. And I do realize that a lot of people who learn metaphysics never actually go and learn about that. Okay. Why I know? Because people who teach me never teach me that too. And then the more that you go into metaphysics, you know in the end, the base rules play the most. The base element play the most. So you have water. What can counter water? You have to ask yourself, right? What can counter water in your chart, Katerina? What can counter water in your chart? A lot of people never thought about that. What can counter water in your chart? Wood counter what? Then we have to go through the basic things. Fire? Are you sure? Okay. Are you sure? I have to like how to do the things that can stop everybody from doing the annotation. Yeah, I don't hope anybody to stop me to do the things, yeah. Can I like stop everybody for annotations? Only me who is the one that are doing the annotation. Can I? Because some of you guys will actually put in your you will actually put your phone inside your pocket while you're actually listening to me, and unconsciously your hand or other things is moving around there and doing something with it. Okay, let's go back to the basic because you're asking any kind of questions. Even 5-element people actually don't understand it. Yeah, so you got, let's just say I just put fire at the top. Fire will produce to what? Produce to earth. Okay, you guys forget about this, yeah. Earth produce to metal, and then metal will produce to what? Water. Okay, I'm sorry. Drawing is very bad. And then water will produce to wood. Wood produce to fire. Correct. So we have something called produce in, produce out, and then you have counter in, and then you have counter out. Okay, counter in, counter out. Yeah, I think everybody get confused with it. You have another one called same element. Yeah, so in metaphysics learning, you actually need to know that what is the purpose of this, and how is it that we want to use this. We get this all the while in all the internet and stuff like that, but actually nobody actually understand that how to really use this thing. Okay, so in metaphysics we have something also called the method of host and guest. Please remember this host and guest, because the reason of host and guest play a very big role in the beginning of learning of metaphysics, right? Not the basic, but the basic of usage of element. Okay, the basic of usage of element. And a lot of us don't even want to understand this because it sounds like very confusing. There's a few ways to talk about host and guest. Yeah, but normally host and guest indicates that host in interactions, we say this is your targeted element, and this is the guess that something that you want to put in is the visiting element. Okay, this is the visiting element. When you learn metaphysics, you have to learn this way, because all metaphysics, Chiman, Bazi, Feng Shui, deck selections, everything is like this. You are the host, and then the energies come to you is a guest. Now, when you ask the questions like, I have a lot of water, then how am I going to, deplete this water? Right? So when you ask the question, you have a lot of water, now you want to handle the water. So your water element is what we call the host. Okay? Water element indicates the host. Yeah? And what is the gas? The gas can be all of them, all other element. This is all gas. Yeah? But which one that you want it to come in is your selections. You are the one who actually do that. Okay? But in Bazi, we have something very special. We call it that not killing other element. Now, this is also something that is for you. in Bazi, we have something called don't want to kill other element. You have to, this is my own terms, yeah, not on old text. Okay, not killing other element. Because when you want to use certain gas that is appearing right now, okay, when you tick on certain gas, means that you perform these actions in a moment, these actions will then interact with all other 5 elements. Yeah, we interact with all other 5 elements. So the most effective, now we have to talk about effectiveness of which gas is more good. Yeah. So producing in is something that you don't want to do, because this one, this is the element that add more resource element. Correct? You actually add more, right? This means the other 3 is the element that you will exhaust your energy or percentage, the other 3 elements. Okay, so we put a new, we put into, that's why I say everybody is drawing, you see. Put the phone inside the pants. I have no way to stop this, and I hate this. I actually hate this this new apps that allowing everybody to draw that. Yeah, I cannot find this. Sometimes I have to go and find it. Yeah, so we're water element as the host, right? And then the other element as the gas. Now somebody drawing again. Okay. Actually, I can see the name. Okay. Water as the host. You got 3 gas that use is going to deplete your energy. So one of it is you're producing out, which is a wood element. This one produce out. Okay. Producing out is good for long term. Okay. Producing out is actually long term. Okay, producing out is actually long term. Yeah, long term, and is actually the most effective in long term, and is harmless. This one is harmless. There's something called like that. Yeah? Because harmless indicates that you actually trying to go into certain direction using your water element. Correct? Your water element, you're trying to go to some place, and then this water element have to produce out. So it's a willingness to do that. It's harmless because you're actually chasing for something. So when you have a wood element, then of course after this we will talk about what problem you have and how to do the solution, because the wood represents the solution. Yeah. Immediately counter in is the most painful one. So earth element straight away will counter the wood. This is the most painful. And most likely the shortest path. Okay, and things happen abruptly. Okay, so in our chart, sometimes you have to take extra crazy measure because this is actually not good for us. Yeah, we actually have to take extra crazy measure. That's why you use earth element to directly counter. It's like a discipline, like a DO or 7 killing. It's painful. So you have a lot of water. This is 2 way. Another way is countering out. Yeah, countering out. This one is actually quite good. It's good, but people will see you aggressive. Countering out, but this one brings result. So when you're aggressive, okay, wood pillar, earth element, aggressive. Wait first, Katerina, I'm just telling you, because you have to get the basic thing. Then you will not ask these questions again after this. You understand what I'm saying? So I give you the entire structures. Then you will know that you're learning the element itself. Now you can choose what you can do and what you cannot do to actually handle yourself, and you have expectation what you actually will do. Okay, so fire is belong to here. because water counter the fire. This one is aggressive. You can say it is not just aggressive, it also indicates purposeful, trying to control something, trying to strike something, trying to make something with force. When your water is too high, okay, your water is too high, you're trying to counter something so that you can exert energy out. It's part of exhausting, but this exhausting is kind of purposeful, with goals, with clarities. Okay, with goals and clarity. This one is aggressive, but it brings a lot of result because you're trying to get something, have a goal, you're trying to achieve something, you directly can do that. Okay, so wood represent growth. Okay, let me change the colors. Wood actually represent growth. Earth represents stability and trust. Okay, fire represent passions. Simple keywords for you, right? And then you got metal element. This one is resource. Yeah. So in current of view, you in your chart, you cannot kill other element. What is the reason of it? Because when you use that, you kill other element. Some of the element will be flushed out. Then you will lose something. That's why we don't want you losing something in your particular chart, because it can represent your health, your knowledge, your reputations. It can represent all sorts of things. Yeah. That's why we don't like in Bazi try to kill something. But purposely, you have a purpose or directions to really do something to get something. That means you need to sacrifice something. There's a meaning of it. So Bazi actually teach you how to become a human being too. Okay, that's why you have to understand this. So it doesn't matter where is it your water element is. When you tell me water too high, there's a few things I will actually know. Indicates that combinations create water, clash create water. You guys know clash can create water? Because of your chart, certain clash, certain elements survive. The other element go down, one element should go up. It must be like that because the percentage like that is how to calculate your luck. Okay, so combinations make that, clash makes that, harms makes that, disruptions makes that. So I don't know what happened in your chart. I'm just telling you in base element, you should apply some of this, okay, in your chart. In preventions, killing other element. You need to do that. We also use this method as what we call finding the Yusu God. Same way, finding Yusu God. And sometimes your Yusu God is merciless. Your Yusu God is easy to be done. Your Yusu God requires you to be aggressive. Same way. Yeah? So I'm just giving you in one shot. Same thing, same theory. The things actually comes out. So now you have to ask yourself in your chart, water too high, what is the lowest element in your chart? Katerina, in these three, wood, earth, and fire, which tree is the lowest element? Which tree is the lowest element? Okay, some of you guys asked me about how to find Yusu God, right? This is the way also using it. Wood element, that means you have to use wood a lot in your life. That means you have to use wood a lot. So wood element is what kind of thank God for you? Wood element, what kind of thank gods for you? When you say, because you are high water, wood is low element, something is clashing in your chart. Something is killing the wood element in your chart. So your wood being sabotaged indicates that in your life, straight away judgment, and it's like totally look into element. In your life, growth does not seem a real thing for you. Yeah, no growth. You don't like that. You don't want to have expansion. So because water element too much, you think too much about all the restrictions happening in your life. You never think about growth. So there you go, the solutions for your chart. If you want to overthink the growth. You understand? As a long-term solution for your chart. Now straight away the answer come up. Is it correct? Anybody will follow this? Yeah, is it correct? Straight away, the element come up. Okay. What it is, what kind of 10 gods? I just tell you growth. You can actually just use the growth. Right? What is your day master? Then we will know your 10 god. What is your day master? Yeah, something very wrong with wood element. Yeah, I want to tell you something very wrong with wood element. This is like going back to basic 101. What is your day master, Katerina? You're the sun. Do you have junk wood in your chart? Yeah, big problem. Big problem. Yeah. You're being reflected a lot. Okay. So looking into this, then your wood element is supposed to be your resource element. Yeah, your resource element. If you're pink, then this one is an indirect resource. Is even bigger problem. Yeah, junk in a year. That's good. That's actually very good. Yeah. Yeah. So in your chart, your junk wood is actually the what we so called the useful god for the chart, but it's not useful for the sun. We go through the pink fire, right? I say that in pink fire, the resource, the wood doesn't support back the sun. The sun support everything to the ground, right? So when you have a lot of water, that means that your sun is actually facing the sea reflecting all the sunlight back to you. Actually, most of the time you suffocate in whatever you are doing in life. There's always something stopping you in front of you. There's always something suffocating in front of you because all these things reflected. And most of the time you feel it's a self-punishment thing. I never look in your chart, I'm just saying element. Someone you got two pink, then you know what happened. Okay. So in your chart, you got two pink, you got a lot of junk, you know. You got a lot of junk. So in your life, there is this kind of things that you don't willing to do. You're not willing to accept the big picture of life. This is the biggest problem for a lack of wood element in a chart. Lack of wood element in the chart. Yeah. You don't see the big picture of life. You don't have high awareness. You don't care people around you. Right? It's not like you don't care, but your actions feel like you are the most important person and you ignore everybody else beside you. Okay? You ignore everybody beside you. And that makes the problem become even worse. Your awareness very low about the entire world, how it's actually spinning right now. And you don't want to care about it. Okay, you don't care about it. So your wood element become that biggest problem in your life. And now you have to look into that side of life. You have been ignoring this for your entire life. It's time to go to that part. Okay, again, yeah, too yang is not good. Too yin is not good. Okay, overly obsessed is not good. So when you're not in there, you're supposed to go there. Yeah, so this is how that you always look for growth. You know, overthinking can overthink solution, can overthink a lot of things, you know. It doesn't always need to be overthink the problem to make more problem, to create more problem. But overthink can create more solution and solutions towards whatever that is in front of you. Put every stability in every corner is using earth element, stability and trust to control the water. But since that your chart wood elements too low, then your useful god is wood. Okay, your useful god is wood. Yeah, then it become problem. But looking into your chart, you're saying that the sun is, I think your wood element also very low. When you have two peak, your wood elements should, your fire element should be low. That means there is this clash happen too. We all look past it like there's only animal clash, right? No, if you look into the advanced way of only using an element in your chart, you will then realize that lack of fire, water too much, there's a water clashing the fire situation. The overall big picture is always happening like that. That's why I say you suffocate with everything in front of you, everything in front of you, you feel suffocated. And most likely it reflected because you did something wrong. Yeah, straight away, the pastor no need to look into animal clashes. This way, it can tell you everything in your life. If you understand this. Yeah, so the only thing you can do is growth. Look for wood element, look for growth, look for diversification. Wood element, a lot of time, wood relate to a lot of awareness. A lot of awareness, a lot of conscious to your surrounding being. So you have to raise that for your life. Okay, from this point onward, you should raise that. Yes, it resource. Some more is indirect resource. In your chart, you need the wood a lot. Okay, good, yeah. Anybody have any questions with this? Anybody have any questions with this? Actually, just use 5 elements. I never read the chart. Just use 5 elements. Okay. No need to even see where is the water element is, the jar. Understanding where they are actually is good. Because you can know that if you want to have growth, like let's just say awareness and stuff like that, where to start off, then you have to look into the pillar. Right? If the pillar in a year, just like you say, jar wood in a year pillar, that's mean your awareness actually looking into what other people is doing around you. Understand strangers. You learn a lot from strangers. Why you will reach these states of your life? Because you're rejecting that part in everything else in front of you. That's why I say it's always straightforward. The current situation is always straightforward. There's nothing special that kills you. Yeah. Okay. Hey, are you sure that your chart is oh yeah, your tiger and the thing is killing one of the element. Okay. Yeah. The tiger and thing is there's no hidden, yeah. It's called Ming Chi. You got a lot of wood in the chart. Okay. Then now I suspect your chart is not low wood element. Because you got double pig hidden jar. The yin also hidden jar. Water so high is supposed to shoot the wood element high. Okay, supposed to shoot the wood element high. Okay, especially your man. Is it your man is the thing? Yeah. No, you're not supposed to look at it. You also look at overall. When you get 98, that's mean your wood element very high. Okay, then your chart have to use what? You cannot use Wu Earth. You cannot use Wu Earth, yeah, because Wu Earth will basically kill your fire. Yeah, your Wu Earth, you kill the fire, also cannot. The only thing you can use is use back the fire. Any fire element in your chart or not? Any other fire element in your chart? Your pink fire on the yin, on the tiger is being killed off because the destructions of monkey and tiger. Any other fire element in the chart? Any other fire element in the chart? Those who learn from me, you will get the image I'm telling. Those who are not, it's very hard. Okay. Those who are not are very hard, yeah, because this is pink, right? This is Ren Yin, water, tiger, Sing, pig, right? Pig have Ren water and jar. Tiger have jar, ping, and wu. Correct? No more fire element in the chart. That means your survival rate is only this. Your friend star is not enough. Your observations with people is not enough. Okay? Your hour jihai, when you're sitting, you're ping what? I forget your ping what. Ping zi. Oh, this is okay. Too many water. That's your chart need to have it's too cold. This is some sort of chart that people say is too cold. So fire is a mitigation. You yourself doesn't even know your wood element high or low. Oh my God. You have to go back into Bazi 101 already. You don't even know that your chart is wood low or fire low. Okay? That's mean in your chart, you can only use fire element. You can only use fire element to make yourself become stronger so that your water can counter it. Yeah? Your life is like totally crazy. Fire element means your confidence. Okay? Don't ask people a lot of things. Ask yourself a lot of things. Be confident with what you have. Learn more, have more things. You have to be confident yourself. Build the things. If you cannot learn yourself, find a mentor, copy what the mentor do. There's a useful guide for you. Find another sun. Look into another sun, how magnanimous the sun is. Copy everything. Become the sun itself. That's how you use in Bazi. Okay? Just copy. Friends are just copy. Don't think. Yeah? If other people look into your chart, they will tell you your chart is good for follower structure. Or what follower, the formations of a follower. I don't know the special structure chart. Yeah? Why is it a follower? What is it the name follower? Because you need to find a person and follow exactly what the person can do. So in your life, it's very important to understand one singular person to build your own confidence. Okay? In your life, very important to find one person, a mentor, a great person, a nobleman, and copy exactly what he did. If it's not, overall your life is bad. Okay? Overall your life is bad because everything you do seems wrong. Yeah? And other things for you is what? Find happiness in life. Because paying fire represents happiness. The source of happiness, the source of happiness and also other things related to actually also related to passions or obsessions. Yeah, or obsessions, yeah. Obsessed with certain things. Go into it, jump into it, doesn't care anything else, don't think. Because your water element too high is a don't think chart. Yeah, having so many 7 killing in your chart, you're supposed to be a very strong person. If you are not strong, your 7 killing is killing you. Yeah, supposed to be you become so strong that you can control 7 killing. You are the one exerting 7 killing to others. Supposed to be like that. Yeah? You want to use good of your chart. Okay. When you have double pick, now this is a very good thing to use in 7 killing. Double pick, enjoy suffering. I know people don't do this. Enjoy suffering, get used to suffering is your true superpower. Okay, if your true superpower. Yeah, like me, okay, my chart your chart is a little bit different. Yeah, you enjoy suffering, swim with the suffer, whatever things painful around you. If you can do that, your 7 killing are fully utilized. Why you have to do that? Because your pick and pick is a self-punishment element, and it is so good in punishing yourself. You can become strong if you are able to continuously take suffering as your enjoy, as your joy in life. And then when everybody else sees you, they will be very afraid of you because you go through a lot of shits. Not as challenging. Take suffering as your happiness. Take suffering as your happiness. I know normal practitioner, they will not, if you give consult, they will not give you this. Yeah? They will not give you this. Take suffering as a passion. Yeah, suffering and happiness. Like me, I have a 3 class chart. I take changes in life as enjoy. There's always upgrade, there's always changes, there's always leveling up. There's nothing else. That's why I can become who I am today because of my crazy clashing chart. Yeah. So my way and you're different because you have to self-punish yourself. I have to clash everything. So it's like changes is absolute. in life, yeah. Changes is absolute, positivity is absolute. There's only one way in life, and it's going to clash until that fight to whatever it is. I actually went to Taiwan, and one of the person actually know how to read palm. She also said my palm actually indicates that I'm the person that make my own world. I fight for whatever I want to in life based on how I want to do it. Never follow others. My personality is like that. My palm also show that somebody that strike whatever that the person actually wanted. Okay, this is my chart. 3 clash. Don't care. Yeah. Yeah. You don't need to manifest more confidence in you. Just embrace suffering. Take your suffering as a storytelling. How did I suffer this? It's actually good, yeah. It's actually good. Maybe you don't agree with that. I actually tell you it's actually good. Okay, good. With that, now let's go into this. Actually, you guys like that, when I say that 5 element in that way, yeah, then is the things is that, yeah, who do you want to do your palm reading? Not somebody just look into my palm and then say how it affected me, who I am, and how did I actually come up with all these things. Somebody just read my palm and say that, okay, this is how the thing actually become. Okay, my palm changed during my metaphysics practice. Actually, my palm changed a lot during my metaphysics practice. I noticed because I like to play with my palm. Okay. Yeah. So, okay, let's continue with this Ren Water. I know I spent some time in there. I hope you guys learned some stuff. Okay. So, Ren Water, this is actually quite aligned with full water element that just now Katerina actually have it. Yeah. Water element is, you have to still look back in nature. So rainwater represent a big, portions of water, and normally we actually just call it a sea. Okay, a sea. A water that cannot be contained if there's no boundaries. So normally when we see water element, we like to say that, okay, too many rainwater, we actually like to say that, use the earth element to control it. Because in actual real life nature of water element, water actually represent river. The water is gushing in, keep on incoming non-stop until it reach the sea. Okay, so when it was not having a boundary to create the river, this water have no directions to go into or to help others, to support or to nurture other elements, as in like the plantations. Okay, and it also help a lot of the ecosystem things is actually ongoing. Water is like one of the compulsory thing in us, for us as human. So we look into nature to talk about that, right? But if the water is not controlled, means that it landed in one place, there is no boundaries for them. The more that they gather in, it's like the negative thinking. The more that you think, the more it will overflow into all directions. That means there's no directions when you keep on executing water element. Yeah, that's why people overthink. If you have high water element in your chart, when people overthink, it will continuously overthink because it keep on pouring in the water in it, and the water have no place to go. It's overflow. It will go all directions. It will flood everything and kill everything. Yeah, so it's very important in like a rainwater to have this particular part to control them. So if a rainwater in a chart, the first Yusu god is actually the Wu Earth. Yeah, because the directions is very important. Okay, redirect you to go certain places. Yeah. If you ask me, I would say the only useful god for rainwater is Wu Earth. For me, I would say that. Yeah, because there's no other things that can actually control the rainwater. No other things. Okay, other things we actually add on. Yeah. So when you look into rainwater, like I say, it was actually going into a directions. It can help others to grow, plant to grow, plantations to keep on growing, supporting the thing, washing the dirt is actually part of rainwater. Yeah. So when you look into that, then you will realize that rainwater is like multi-purpose. It can do a lot of things. Multi-purpose can go everywhere because going everywhere means multi-purpose, right? Can nurture all the things to grow. Without nurturing the plant, it will never be able to counter the sun and nothing else actually survive in earth. That's why rainwater is what we call the one that very good in capital nurturing, not nurturing, but taking the value, okay, of something, providing value of something and actually regrow it back. Yeah, that's why the name called capital obtainer. Yeah. Rainwater, because growing others also indicate vision or storytelling. Actually related to that. So when you look back into achievement, you will realize that rainwater is the one that always use a flow of emotions and energies to influence others about how fearful this thing is and continuously put the fear and water element to everybody else, and everybody will feel the fear and run away from the wall. This is how rainwater actually be. Yeah, it is good because it can reach every place. It can support everyone. That's why it gets the name good team player, quick learner, fast thinker. Fast thinker, not good when you overthink. That's why fast thinker. Yeah? That's why I say when you have water element too much in your chart, you actually can use it to overthink solution. But what is normal people do when they have water element too high? They overthink the problem. So one problem, small problem, lead into more problem. Yeah. If you look at me, my chart have no water. Okay. And a lot of people come to me and then I give them advice. I don't think, because for me, there's no point of thinking because I lack of water. Correct or not? I lack of water, yeah. So that's why I don't think. You come to me, then I will tell you that it was like that, just go and perform that. Why you are wasting your time in that? That is a rainwater. But overthink is a good for business person. Overthink is a good for business person. Why? They will always able to think about what others people need and what is it the next step on it, and the person sell that. So you can see all the rainwater in this world are good, are crazy businessmen. And of course, there's something not good with that, overthinking, is there will be only stays on their course of directions. Overthinking, they will always right. There's always in that path. They believe what they see more than what you tell them. Okay? Rainwater will be going to that. That's why you will see forceful, fickle, rebellious, overly emotional is a rainwater characteristic. Okay? Because the water gushing, it will go everywhere. And when the boundaries were set and the water keep on going in, it will overflow and it will actually become all directions and flooded everything. So this already represents the rainwater characteristic. The person itself will keep on pouring in stuff until that the break actually comes, which is the flood. Yeah. Now, then we have to also look into a good characteristic of a rainwater. You have to use the useful god. Rainwater is the one that is very good in a chart. Rainwater, the Wu Earth is very good in a chart. You are rainwater, to make sure your quality is good, you actually need to have Wu Earth. Okay, why? Because Wu Earth represents boundaries to contain or the redirections of the water flow, make rainwater know where to go. Without the mountain to like squeeze you, the boundaries, you know, the boulders and everything around you, you will go everywhere and everybody will get flooded. Yeah, and it kills everything. Okay, it will kill everything. The other useful god I can like really think of is the jackwood. But the most important is the Wu Earth. Everything else doesn't seem necessary in the chart. Okay, everything else doesn't seem necessary in the chart. Yeah? So when you see rainwater, the only useful god I would say is Wu Earth. Other than that, is problem. It's basically problem, right? Why? If you saw G Earth, you were supposed to help G Earth to, you know, to nurture. Suppose, yeah. Why is it jackwood is one of the useful gods? It's because jack hold the G Earth, and water can then slowly grow the plant and everything to make the chart good. So in your chart, your rainwater chart, you need to have Wu Earth and Jia. But Jia without G is useless. Nothing to hold into, can get flooded. Yeah. So there's a lot of Bazi explanations talking about what? Talking about flooding wood. You are a day master of Jia. Okay, there's no land for you to hold. Your entire chart is water. That's why it will become a flooding wood. Flooding wood means that you have goals, you have ideas, yeah, you have strong perceptions, but you do not know what to do. There's no foundation, there's no base, there's no stability in whatever you do. You actually lost directions in your life. Yeah. Now you know why I would say painting is very important for the Bazi chart. When you can imagine pictorial form in that way, you will then realize your chart what happened. Like the one we are talking about, Katarina chart. I say you are being very hard. Your environment is actually very forceful to you. You feel suffocated. Why? Water in front of you, you are sunlight, you're only looking into the water reflect. Yeah, what happened? This means that whatever energies you put out, you reflect back. Right? And it's a 7 killing. It was never there to support you, so it kills you. Understand? That's why pictorial form very important when you learn metaphysics. Okay? Cannot see the real things. You can also say being blocked. Yeah? You can also say that, yeah? So that's why I say rainwater very good with Wu and Jia. GF is only useful when Jia in present. Okay? So what that actually means, yeah? This one is 7 killing. Because this one control, right? This one is what? This one is output. Output is eating God. Yeah? And this also tells you why that people with rainwater are good with business. 7 killing is actually quite good with business, yeah? Very good, because they are there to take risks, they are there to lead the market, they are there to do something with their chart. Okay? If you go for eating God, yeah, if you go for eating God means that you're actually able to nurture a good ideas, and there's these three, these creations will actually help everybody else to survive the sun. Understand? That's why you see, totally tells you the actual person that's doing business right now in the market, what they do. What they actually do, the actual person, not to see a Bazi chart, but the flow of this world doesn't look like, is it look like this? When somebody created a very useful tools or iPhone and laptops, you know, AI, you know, Bitcoins and everything, does it really provide that protections in somehow that is useful for everybody? Jia is the one to do that. Yeah, and then eating God represent what? Creations, new ideas, innovations. So when you have chart, these two in your chart, your rainwater is quite well, very easy to be utilized. Very easy to be utilized. If you don't have this, your water just go everywhere. So it's not always good, yeah. Some of the chart not actually necessarily good. Okay, remember this, yeah. When you see GF, GF is DO. Now, let me tell you another thing. If you look into Ren Water, this is something that they will not do. No rules. Because rules is nothing for them. That's why you will see adaptive, rebellious. There's no rules. Because when water see soil, too much of water, it will actually flush it away. Correct or not? Unless the soil was actually like a solid, can create river. Yeah? But most likely is the mountain, the rock that actually created the river. Okay? Yeah, so this is for rainwater. Yeah? There's no DO. Forget about DO in your chart. If your children is a rainwater and you want to DO a rainwater, please remember that you will never be able to success doing that. Okay? Straight away I'm telling you, yeah, you'll never be able to success in doing that. Okay? How to make your children become good? Do not use parser. I will tell you not to use parser at all because they need to grow by themselves. Serious, I'm telling you, yeah. For me, I will tell you, do not, no point. But you cannot, you must do something because something wrong with them. So if you're rainwater, use these two you still got. 7K or eating God. Always promote this kind of directions for them. Yeah? Promote these directions. You need to become a leader because of 7 killing. You need to know how to take risks in your life. You cannot be a coward. Yeah, because 7 killing, you cannot be a coward. Yeah? You have to learn how to become the strongest person in the place, even though maybe you don't get good marks, but you need to get good in your physical. Straight to the point. And then when they grow up, they will know why that you actually teach them to become like that. Because for them, this becomes the necessary weapon, okay, or superpower that they can actually use well in their situation. If it's not, it's going to be, you put DO, yeah, it actually got no use, doesn't go in. Okay, yeah. And again, resources. Okay, I found something very interesting with this, but this tool, you can still use it, but I don't think it's something necessary in one chart. But I saw, you know, the Zhuge Liang chart, right? That I post the Zhuge Liang chart. Everybody remember that? The Zhuge Liang chart is a gray water full of metal element. That one also a very interesting chart. Okay. Ren water in here, Geng and Xing, actually, the resources was unable to be produced in. If it's not in the right season, they are not able to produce water. And somehow, the water element will make this tool become rusty. There's a reflect back, yeah? Yeah, that's why you see Ren water, the way that they make decisions and stuff like that, it was never based on learning or studying. You will see Ren water, it's never based on that, but Zhuge Liang use it in a different way. Okay, you're never able to do that because if it's not in the right season, the water will never be produced. Even the water being produced, it was so little until a level that is unsupportive. Except there's too much of it in the chart. If it's not, it's very hard to use. So I will also conclude in telling you that your resource element, right, it seems like not necessary. Yeah. Then you will tell me, then how that this rainwater can actually become good? Yeah, in the market and stuff like that. How did it learn something? This is the master of understanding everyone, understanding community. Why? Because this Ren with friend stars and rock wealth, the more it is, the more stronger the rainwater will be. Okay? So when you learn into friends and rock wealth, just now I'm telling Katerina, I say you want to use your friend star, you find a person and copy the person, straight away just follow. That is what we call follower structure chart. Why do you have to do that? Because this chart can only use to copy the other person and make it as useful as yourself. Right? But about rainwater, for you, Because normally you are like a big C already. No need to accumulation. No need. But actually, if you want to do well, you have to mix with a lot more people. You have to go and understand people. Okay, that's why it was never about studying, but understand the big picture. Collective information from friends, clients is actually good for you. And it's also another indications why they are very good in business. Overthinking, able to collect customer mind. Okay, every water come and drop in, right? Yeah, so can collect that. Everybody go to one directions, and it also tells you the things I said just now. Visionary. If you're Ren Water, if you are not visionary right now, if your water element very good in your chart, you are not visionary. That means you have to go out, understand people, find the real vision that you want, the directions of crusade. One point. Of course, Ren Water also very good in creating count. Okay, water element actually related to black tortoise. You can use a little bit of energy indications in that. Yeah, yeah, that's why it's very good in that. Yeah? Ren Water actually very good in that. Yeah, that's why adaptive, quick learner. The quick learner come from here, not come from the same method, not come from a Geng method. So you can say that the quality of inside the chart need to understand what element is useful, what element is not useful. GF not useful, Geng and Xing not useful. This one, yeah, but overly confident, you will kill yourself. That's why it's actually not a very good useful word, but it's good. Yeah, Ren Water is actually quite good to go and make friends. You know Johnny Depp? Johnny Depp? Johnny Depp is a Gui Water person. His entire life changed because he's actually going through a bad life, you know. The entire life was very bad, mother bad, father bad, right? And mother remarried and something happened. Right now, the wife also don't know what happened, correct? Johnny Depp for that, right? So Johnny Depp chart, the useful god is another Gui Water. So when the stepfather comes into the life, supposed to represent direct wealth, right? But no, the stepfather come in is actually the one who give the guitar, the music instrument to Johnny Depp. And because of that relationship, is actually a friend stars. Okay, the useful got friend star, and then you will realize that Johnny Depp's story, almost the court case, you will see so many friends coming out to support. He has been using the useful god like crazy. Okay, this is a person that requires friends all around him. If it's not, his life will actually be very bad. Accumulations of this energy make Gui Water stronger, it becomes better. So it's the same way from Ren Water, but Ren Water is more bigger scale than 1-to-1 because Ren is a yang element, big element. Okay, so when you look into Ping Fire, most likely Ren Water go into Ping because this two is the wealth. All right, this two is the wealth. This two is actually the wealth. Yeah. So of course, there's another way to look at this. This is sun, this is moon. Another way to look at this, yeah. Ren Water, sea level, is it changes according to the moon movement? Correct? The sea change, the sea level actually change. The upstream, lower stream is actually following the moon. Correct? So think fire in a chart. Why is it that Ren Water was able to somehow make a lot of money? Is actually related to this thing fire, somehow related, and it's a combination. Okay, so thing fire in the chart will make the vision become better. This is other way to look at it. Yeah, this other way, according to element, is actually doesn't useful, not useful at all. Okay, it actually is a countering effect, and it's actually good because it gives the Ren Water the directions and hopes in a dark place. Okay, in a dark place. So it is some sort of way that actually you have to remember. Why is it useful or not? Okay, Yeah, so there's Ting Fire. Ting Fire is what? This one is direct wealth, value to chase for. This one is indirect wealth. Remember, the biggest money is never the direct wealth. Biggest money is the indirect wealth. But according to element base, sea and sun is heaven and earth. Sea can never counter the Ping Fire. Yeah. So in terms of investment and stuff like that, it was never going through investment. Never going through investment. Yeah. Never go for the Ping Fire, also never through hard work to earn money. So you got a lot of Ping Fire and IW in your chart. It is not really useful because Ren Water cannot counter that. Ren Water cannot grab that. Yeah. Then it becomes like it's hard to get. Yeah. And then if you're looking into managing money, is wrong. So a lot of Ren Water, when you talk to them and they care too much about money, most likely they are poor. Okay. Because details, like small details, they are caring too much. Most likely their focus is wrong. They actually get into a wrong path. Yeah. And when you see a Ren Water, a true Ren Water is like a true businessman. Money is nothing. So they're actually kind of a risk taker. Yeah. They become successful because of that. They take risks without really caring about whether this is the biggest money or not. I know that this is a directions. I'm going to aim for that. I will take the risk and gamble everything. Is it how to say? Is it risk or die? Is it something like that? Is it earning or not earning? That is the point. They will never care small little money and investment stuff. That's why they are true businessmen. Understand? Is it interesting look into this way? When you look into the nature of everything, you will then realize that, okay, it all reflected a behavior of a person is like that. Okay? Because Ping Fire also indicates routine, you know. This is another DO that the Ren Water will never do, doesn't care. Yeah? Okay? Katerina, if Ping Wu Ting, what you Ping Wu Ting, what does it mean? The top Ping and her Ting. Actually, Ping Fire is time-based. Seriously, time-based, yeah? Okay. Now, last one is the Yit Wood. This one really got nothing to do. Ren Water, this is HO. This is HO. Okay. Hardly you will see there, they are actually good. Okay, recently you will be like looking into a lot of businessmen come out and then they are talking, correct? They're actually talking about how to do business and stuff like that. They have no expression. True businessmen, no expression, say whatever want to say. There's no need to use high tone, low tone. No need to do that. There's no use for me to connect with you. If we are meant for something that's related to us and directions to go to, we can make friends. If it's not, it's okay. So there's no art of talking when you see Ren Water. Yeah, I think this will totally reflect of the friends that you have. Okay. Yeah. Now, any questions with this? Everybody good? Number one, you still here? I know I saw 20 plus people, yeah. But I don't see anybody actually like talking with me. Okay, that's good. Any more questions? No questions, I will end this. Stuart Tan was saying interesting. Yeah, actually, if you're a boss, it will actually very interesting to look into your the staff that you actually have. What is their behavior? It's actually good, yeah. Yeah. You just change my life and make it better. Yeah. I'm just give you some pointer. Okay. Sometimes we thought that destiny reading is supposed to be like how to say, supposed to be getting all the wealth and something like that. Okay. Most likely is actually kind of not a very good approach. If you are not good yourself, like Art of War, yeah? Okay, let's talk a bit Art of War. If you are not strong enough, you can never control the situation. If you're not strong enough, you cannot fight the big things. Yeah. If you're always weak, you're always being attacked. It's always like that. Okay. Regina was saying that can't wait for barter class. That barter class is not like this. Okay. That one is only for business. Okay. Yeah. So you guys follow this. Those who are in the deck class, you guys should follow this. It's actually quite good for you. Normally with brain damage. I think in my class, normally with brain damage, this is the only thing I can do slowly. I'm not chasing it. I'm just having fun sharing. Do you like this kind of way? Then rather than I give you brain damage stuff. This is for free. That one is for content. So that one have to brain damage, right? Right or not? So next one, I'm not sure when I'm going to do that. Yeah, that's how you actually do it. Next one, I'm not sure when I'm going to do the Ren Water, will be the last one. After that, we'll go to 10 gods. And I'll teach you the way of 10 gods in a more different perspective. Okay, so Negotiate Prayer was actually asking if you have SS's red but also have Wu and Jia in the chart, does that help to balance it out? Actually, yes. Okay. Just now I talked about hosts and guests in some of the the early of this video. Hosts and guests is actually also tells you in your chart, is it a problem or not? Because the hosts indicate focus point. Like in Chiman, the Yusu god. Because now you realize that this particular element having problem in your life, and you are now trying to mitigate it, cure it, help it, or enhance it. There's a host and guest. If you have excessive Ren and it doesn't give you problem, there's no point to go and counter it, to go and control it. Yeah, you have excessive because okay, another way to look in Bazi, it is not always the chart says that you are bad. Your chart is upgradable, can level up, right? You can move into a different new person, even though the same things might be happening, but the way that you use it differently. Some of the element was being used so nice, it brings you a lot of benefit, even though it was a bad element. Like my chart. Yeah. My chart actually has a lot of bad element, which is not supposed to be used. Yeah, but you level up, then you realize that you can actually use this to do something. You just have to make sure that it doesn't cause problem. You understand? So if it doesn't have problem, don't find the problem, let it be. So if you have excessive Ren, you're overthinking and stuff like that happening, that's we now have to control. So you have Wu and Jia in the chart if you balance the Ren. But if it's out of control, means that Wu and Jia was never being used in your life. A lot of us think that whatever given to us, we will use it. No. You in your life, your environment force you to only use certain element in your life, in your journey of your life. Yeah. So when you force you to only use certain element, which is make you to become bad, but the other element that's supposed to balance it was not used, then it is a bad element. Okay. So you have to understand that in your chart, if it's problem, this is a solution, these are the things that you have to perform, and then this will counter, rebalance the thing. Remember that, yeah? Everyone, even though me and you having the same birthday chart, we are not the same. We may be going through certain event that is going to happen, but the event happening will be in different level. Because the way that you see things, you met with things is different. The way that I see things, I met with things is different. It's like I'm selling chicken rice. You are actually you're actually selling something in a high-end restaurant. The problem that you might met with a stupid person. I also met with a stupid person, but both person, the reactions and the environment completely different. And it will actually set you in a different path. I will tell you that directly here because every one of us is like having same barter chart. Then there's only one Steve Jobs, only one Prime Minister, or previous Prime Minister, future Prime Minister. There's only one of them. It cannot be double. But when we actually deliver in this world, like we're born in this world, there's other babies same timing with us, just beside us. Wouldn't we be the same luck? Cannot, right? Do we stay in the same environment? Also cannot. But the event that happened, it might be the same in different level, different perspective. So that's why I don't talk about destiny chart. Go and count, go and look in your destiny and say you got broken leg, you got nose break. I don't talk about that. I talk about what you need to do next and how your chart influence you. Then you can do well. Yeah, like Katerina, I say a lot of things happen because that is the general way to look into your chart. Everything is so harsh in front of you because all 7 killing attacking you and it was reflecting. All right? I don't tell you that what happened with you before. There's no point to talk about that. Yeah, your journey up ahead of you, you get realizations, you change your path. How you see things, how you perceive is more important. Okay? So, yeah. Thank you. See you guys again. Next one. I'm going to take lunch. Okay? Goodbye.